Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Thursday night's edition of Darkness Over New Orleans. It's me, Dylan. I do a better Mario than Chris Pratt. We have a very special guest with us tonight, which you will be introduced to in a little bit, so sit still, enjoy yourselves, and the show will continue henceforth. Let's go introduce ourselves, starting tonight with Robin. I just want to screw you up, Daddy. It's like,
wow. I was holding my mute button. Like, do I?
Hi everyone, I'm Robin the God. Tonight I'll be playing the not Nosferatu, Zemitzi Ambrose Windsor, also known as Thorn. My pronouns are she, her. Thorns are he, him.
Christian.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. Hi. How you doing? My name is Christian, aka A Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok, but you can also find me here on Twitch, several days, several games, several wonderful people. You can also find me on Sunday for Tragedy of Theologian, Greek Myth Inspired 5e campaign. We are finally back with our main campaign. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. I'm, of course, playing Maximilian Washington, Gangrel, Lita, and Primogen, this wonderful, not in trouble at all coterie. Both our pronouns are he, him.
Fatty Daddy. You're muted, my friend.
And then you threw me off with that. I had nothing. It was here, and now it's all gone. I am going to be playing Aubrey Valentine. I am Thaddeus Atlas. You can join me here every week at the same time. I am that kinky cat with no tack who's about to throw it back.
All right, nice, well done. And my name is Dylan. My pronouns are he, they. I am the storyteller here for Darkness Over New Orleans, and excuse me. We are also doing not we, unfortunately. I am hosting a Final Fantasy themed Pathfinder dungeon crawl series. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing episode. It's going to actually be at 8 p.m., so everyone can usually do it instead of the normal 12 noon. It's going to be with my old college improv group. Is going to be the cast members. So I've got 4 of my very close, very funny friends, and we're all going to be doing some Final Fantasy dungeon crawling. So please tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's gonna be good. And now, without any further ado, let's sink our fangs into tonight's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. When last we left off, it was quite the scene. The party had to go and wrangle up some fresh blood for Angelo, Max's sire, who had come back from the cemetery, worse for wear, we can say, in the throes of torpor. Having picked up a small drug gang out on the corner and feeding it to Angelo, who then regained his consciousness and needed to go henceforth quickly back to the prince's... What was that? back to the prince's mansion to let them know all the events that had transpired inside of the cemetery post the harvesters interaction. Jasmine then also went off to try and find out what she could about the gangrel that were possibly lost or taken from the Ichor beast that was found in the cemetery. The party then decided it was time to vamoose and get oh no, excuse me, pardon me. Ambrose decided they were going to reach out to Megan, the Ventrue, to try and get some more information. As soon as the phone call was picked up, they said that Thorn's presence is required, not requested, by Aleda, the primogen of the Ventrue clan, one of the Grulon triplets. Before heading over there, they were also told they can have to be seen tomorrow evening, because it's getting late in the evening right now. They were told that to go tomorrow evening, and at this time, that's when Ambrose said, "Hey, I gotta go feed my house." So the party jumped into the hoopty, went outside the city, and you were just feeding the house at this point. Max, were you still outside or did you go inside?
Hell no, I didn't go inside that house. I stayed my black ass in my
That's it.
Because I'm not going to a spooky flesh house. Not again.
You say that, but you know that that black thing is inside your car, right?
That's inside the my car, not the hoopty.
You don't know that for sure.
I take my chances with the hoopty.
For the record, are we calling it the Ichor Beast? I don't remember.
If we
Ichor
are, that's a
Beast.
cool name.
I love it. Hate it. Hate it. Love it.
We can't say Venom because that's copyright. You can't do that.
It's the Ichor Beast now. That's what it is, because we kept on describing this stuff as Ichor. So yeah, it is the Ichor Beast.
Distinctly remember describing it as Nope, but Nope Beast doesn't have the same ring.
Yeah, not the same flair.
All right.
I'll go with Hell Nope, but that's fine.
Okay, so we had Aubrey and Ambrose inside of the flesh house. Let's pick up right from there, and we are going to start off. So players, the stage is yours.
So, with all the moaning and the screaming and the everything coming out of the house, it sounds like it's in agony, it's in pain. And Ambrose has run upstairs only to fly downstairs in almost a somersault as if he's being thrown. And he's thrown against the curtains, which catch him, and he's just hanging upside down for a moment. Aubrey, could you grab my hands?
But darling, I have the children.
Just put my little ones down. Don't pick them up.
It wants to see his papa.
And the one that looks like Aubrey goes, "Papa," and just strokes his cheek gently with its meat hand.
Look outside, look, and the car.
And then the one that
you
looks like
go see
Max
your other
points
daddy.
outward and goes, "Papa."
Aubrey, I'm hanging from a flesh curtain right now. Could you please help me?
All right, if I must. Oh, it's really got you.
Yes, it's trying to eat you. That's right.
Let's try to eat you. Oh,
Yeah,
it's got good taste. Whoa, there's not a lot of meat on these bones. Clearly, he has a taste for bird.
Eventually, he falls right on top of Aubrey. Oh, Jesus Christ! All
Not
right,
in front of the children. Get off.
all right. Listen,
Respectful gentleman.
right. I might need a little help, actually.
Yes.
It's a little hungry, so I just need to
Keep saying
drain a little. Them, the collective.
I'm sure they have names.
They do. They have hundreds of names, but I need your help.
You should tell me them all when we have time.
Jeremy.
There's no time now.
Wolf, and
We have to
okay,
feed them.
all right, come with me. Grabs his hand. All right, just brace yourself and run really fast because the walls will try to and then the railing will try to, and then the top left step, just on the left hand side, will try to just every other step try to skip. Don't hold on to anything but my hand, and just run as if your life depends on it, because it does right now. Okay, it'll be fun. It'll
Just
be
like
fun.
the games we used to play with my mother when we were running out on the bill. Let's go.
Yes, ready? 1, 2, 3, and then he
Landlord's
just
coming!
runs up the stairs, dodging. All right, we made it to the first floor, landed. All right, we need to go to the second floor, land. I mean, the next floor up. We need to go there. Okay, watch out for that dresser. It bites.
The dresser.
Yes, okay, let's go upstairs.
This is
Same thing,
nothing
ready?
like the movie.
All right,
Well,
let's
a lot more singing. In
shut
the
up,
movie.
and grabs his hand and runs up the
Try the
stairs.
gray stuff. It's delicious.
Ah!
While you guys are running, obviously the house is like slowly trying to reach out. Bits of the furniture and the floorboards are all creaking under you. The creaking is like a soft, gentle, like moan of displeased sounding of different voices. You guys evade it easily, but you finally get to your destination on the second floor, where the actual location for the feedings apparatus is.
All right. Okay, Aubrey.
I've never felt so wanted.
Listen. You might see some fucked up shit. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because everything else was a breeze.
I've seen this place, and you're worried about what you're going to show me next.
Okay. So I need to pull up the floorboards, but I need you not to freak out. Not to freak out. Okay?
Forgot the
Can we-
children downstairs.
They're fine. The house loves those children. So let's pull up the floorboards, you and I, okay? It's a system in here. Just pull it gently and put it off to the side.
You want me to do it?
Oh, we're both going to do it. We have to both do it.
With my hands like a laborer.
Aubrey, I am a blue blood. I come from a long line of... You know what? If I'm willing to do this, surely you can too. All right? I'll be an
Look great
example.
on my resume. I can't wait. I'm going to tell them. Home renovator.
All right. Now, they might reach out to grab you. They might try to escape.
I don't like the grabbing.
Yes. Okay. Well, all right. So Ambrose goes and on all fours and starts peeling back the floorboards. Would you like to narrate this, Dylan?
You know what?
Sounds when I pull it back?
You and I have not discussed exactly what's underneath. I know some things, but I don't know what's here. So,
Oh, okay. So where he sleeps is like the okay, but
is this where we are? Are we at your sleeping spot, or are we?
Yeah, sleeping.
Oh, okay. But we've changed just 3 times since you told me. So why don't you tell me what it is right now?
Okay, so so blonde. Remember how he said he had a lot of stock with blonde women?
Oh, wow.
Certain that look a certain, you know, like, about middle aged.
Are you talking to me, or are you saying it to?
You.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can,
Yeah. Please, just
There's
go
a
ahead.
bunch of...
Take
Okay, so
this.
as-
This is yours. Go for it.
as Ambrose is pulling back the floorboards, he's pulling them all back, and hands start reaching out. They're thin, and attached to them are women. They're all blonde, about middle age to between 40 and 60 years old. They have beautiful long blonde hair. They're wearing all white, but they're connected with each other with like veins, like tubes, but they're all connected, and they can't release from one another. They can just sort of all reach out at the same time, not exactly being able to separate from the other, but they're all lined up in there, and they're human. They're living human beings, and they're screaming. And they've been denied blood for a while, so they are very withdrawn, but they're hungry too for more to satiate them. All right. Just make sure they stay in there.
I'll do that. Clearly you have a type.
The type would you? No. I'm not attracted to any of these. I'd be sick. That'd be incest. All right.
Would it
What?
be incest?
What?
All right.
I'm
then.
not really. I mean, but like, it would feel wrong if I were to, to be attracted to one of these. Just let's keep them down, and I'll explain it later. Okay? Not
Man,
bad.
I'll never
Zemits, you're
have to do
fucked
this
up.
with the houses.
Zemits, you're fucked up. Excuse me.
That's an understatement.
Wait, what is Max seeing through the windows?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's
Not a
not
goddamn
even
thing.
looking at the house. He's like,
I'm like listening to the radio. I'm kind of zone out from the world here. Like, this house is the worst.
All right. Stop screaming, mummy. All right. Shh. And Posy Posy is here. I'll make it all better for you. And so
Make it better quickly.
he dives in to the pile of blonde women, and he gets underneath them, and he's pulling out veins as if pulling out like wires. Where is it? The connective? There it is. Oh, all right. And he bites his wrist and attaches the vein to himself and just kind of starts pumping. All right, it just needs a little bit. Shh, it'll all be fine in a moment, and you could all go back to sleep. Yes. La la loo, la la loo. It's all fine. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
just to speed this whole section up.
I can't. You're.
Oh, muted, sir.
Just to speed this section up a bit, we'll say that you go ahead and feed the house. The house is now satiated. It is okay.
Excellent. All right. Floorboards are back in place. Good night, mummies. I'll see you later. Ambrosie Posy. We'll see you later. All right. You ready to go?
I look pretty good with this hammer now, don't I? Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I will feed you to my wardrobe.
Putting the hammer down.
Is that a fucking home improvement reference?
Sure was.
It's not a home improvement reference. I'm not nearly as addicted to cocaine as he is.
Oh my god.
All right. We're done here.
Take
The
that,
house is-
Tim Allen. We're edgy.
God. Now I need to make a Tim Allen kindred.
Just Alan Tim.
All right.
All right.
We're done here.
Oh, but I wanted to play with the boys.
You really don't. You have no idea what they are made of. Oh, who?
Squishy? Like babies?
No, I don't kill children. What is wrong with you? That is fucked
I
up.
didn't
What is
assume they
wrong
would
with you? And he
I
runs downstairs with
take like
just-
several babies to make those.
God damn it, that's sick. You are sick, Aubrey.
Yes,
You-
I have. It's me that has the problems. You're spinning around this place like bells, singing to your furniture. Say what you want. I think Cogsworth with his dick.
Listen, I have a singing organ, so just come on. Let's go.
Hey, what song does it sing? Is it Down
Wouldn't
with
you
the
like to know?
Sickness? It's Down with the Sickness, isn't it?
Get out of my house, and then he
Wow.
opens the door and just throws Aubrey out. Goodbye, my darlings.
The voice box above the door says, "We'll see you soon, Master."
Bye, Kessie. Bye, Kessler. All right,
Tony Stark
let's
would be
go.
proud if he wasn't horrified.
All right, goodbye, house. Goodbye, Kessler. Goodbye, little ones. Goodbye, mummies. And then he goes out of the house.
All right, you guys make it back into the car with Max. Max, what are you listening to? What beats are you playing right now? You're
Max,
muted.
You're also on mute. This is the game of mute tonight.
I'm
You're-
taking a note from the chat.
Yep.
Dear Fleetwood. And I think he does just have Celine Dion on blast. My heart will go on. It's just on blast right now.
That's crazy. You don't realize how topical that is. The way the hearts were looking and they were beating in front of me. My God. That's on point.
I don't want to hear
Shotgun.
anything about what went on in that house.
It's
I don't want to
fine.
hear. I don't want to hear a single thing. I don't want to hear how you fed your house. Concept that baffles me to no end. but doesn't
I
need
can't
explanation.
stop hearing it. Every time I close my eyes, it's...
That's the cross you now bear, and you will bear it alone.
So you put gas in your car, I put blood in my house. Potato,
No-
potato. It's
No,
fine.
What is
terrible
made of
garden.
dinosaurs?
I hate your garden. Your garden is no what? Kids get in.
I'm in. Sits in the middle of the back seat, just like right in the middle seat.
And where you guys head to? Where is your destination for the rest of the evening?
Back,
Who's-
I guess back to Aubrey's place.
Are you sure? We're here already.
I
That-
would rather risk sleeping in my car.
Would you
Sleep-
risk sleeping in the hoopty? The children can get in the moonroof.
Just starts driving.
Exactly. All right. You start driving off back into the heart of New Orleans. Like I said, it takes about 45 minutes to get from Ambrose's house to the city limits. Another 15 minutes to get through all the sideways and whatnot, with all the busy people, drunkenness, and the tomfoolery that happens in the streets of New Orleans. And we finally arrive back at Kiernan's old apartment, which is now Aubrey's pad, the studio apartment. Getting
All the
out.
drunks in the street. It's disgusting the way some people live.
Jibe at me. Are you mocking me?
No, I was commenting on, beating one's addictions.
I hate you. Also, when are we going to go out on a date properly?
Well, Max, he's always tagging along. It's...
Well, obviously, Max is going to come with us. What are you talking about?
I could leave.
Oh no.
Like I could go somewhere. I could hang out with Jasmine while you guys do your thing if that's what you want.
Over my goddamn dead body. I mean, I'm
Already
over
dead.
my undead body.
Mm.
What
You're
were you
going-
putting over your undead body?
Listen, Max is going to take us both out on a lovely date. He's going to wine us and dine us, and he's going to dance with us and take us to the opera. We're going to see, what is that play? We could see Sleeping Beauty or Jezebel, or we could see.
Really nothing Disney right now, I think. I've had quite enough of singing inanimate objects.
Oh, it was. Oh, don't say. Oh, oh my God, that's right. There's a piano. There's a piano in there. I forgot. Yeah. It does sing, doesn't it?
Remember when that dresser fell on that man?
Oh,
That
you
guy's-
mean
that-
it
that
killed
guy's-
him?
that guy's dead. For the record, that
Dead.
guy's dead.
That guy died.
He dead, man. He dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people die in Disney movies all the time. Anyway, I'm not really an opera person, but if you two do need a chance to be alone and you want to be alone to be you, I will gladly let you two be.
Oh, I'm not afraid to be seen with you in public. I think two men look rather nice.
Oh, I agree.
Three men
That's-
is even better.
Oh, I
Certainly.
love myself a little polyamorous relationship. It's fantastic, but that's not the point I was making. I'm just saying if you two would like to be alone to flirt or fuck, I don't know. At this point, it's a nebulous concept for me with what this coterie is.
Oh, I can't get it up. I'm what they call what did they say? Really low on the humanity. So that stuff really doesn't work. I'm just a
Mm.
whole.
Gross. Amazing. You do need to think about what you're going to say tomorrow. That's for damn sure.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I am just going to do what I always do when presented with a prince or primogen of sorts.
Be disrespectful and then get called out. And then
I'm
have to-
going to just question and see if anybody has an answer. Simple as that.
I think this might be a situation where speak when spoken to and given permission, speak might be the better option. Questioning things might not. But with what happened last time,
I would like that kind of date. It sounds intriguing.
I'll be respectful, of
Got
course.
it, got
I'm
it.
always
Spoken to.
respectful.
last time May I
Always
remind you, last time
respectful.
we went to that residence to see the sisters, you attempted to take our new friend Megan's life, and then in response to almost dying, you sent them a bunch of I think I used that roses. I believe was what
I
you sent.
sent them lovely bouquets of roses to fill the
Mhm.
entire home. It was lovely. It was a gesture, apologetic gesture. I just acted on impulse. My bad. It was my bad. I
Yeah,
thought Megan was somebody else, and I had a
mhm.
moment. And I
Pretty big moment. I mean, I get it, but it's still a pretty big moment. And remember, even before that, the Gulan sisters didn't really like you two.
Weren't feeling your vibe.
I mean, I wasn't feeling your vibe either.
We're not remembering the things about me right now.
This is true.
We're scolding Ambrose.
This is also true. But I'm also
So
going to scold
I
you. I'm going to scold you as well on the end on the side.
We don't have time. It's late.
and I will just say I've come a long way, all right?
Mhm.
There was one time I disrespected a Nosferatu elder, and he sent a horde of bugs down my throat into my esophagus, and
I
he
love your
ate me from
stories.
the inside out
Mhm.
until I wept my own blood and vomited upon the floor, where I then collapsed.
Okay, so that's a Nosferatu's version. But what is the version we have to deal with the sisters?
Oh,
want
I
them-
don't know.
Exactly. Fear the unknown. And we felt it before. We felt how. Did you not remember the damning pressure, the psychic damage?
And
None
coming
of that.
there as a complete gentleman,
Mm-hmm.
I gave them beautiful roses. I
Mhm.
wanted to ask. I'm just looking for a book. That's it. Simple.
Apparently, this book is super bad to ask for.
There have always been books that have been bad in certain cultures.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean it's right to keep education and literature from people. It's
Christian
not
agrees with you.
right.
Yes.
Christian agrees with you. Maximilian says, when it comes to this culture, the culture where is you break a rule, you die, and like get killed harshly.
I wasn't aware the Republicans already passed that law.
This is what I have. This is the problem I have with the Camarilla. This is the problem right here. Catholicism, old Catholicism, peasants didn't used to know how to read. They could just look at the paintings that people put up, and they were lied to on the pulpit. And Nazis burned books, and knowledge has always been kept from people. And of course, they're going to say the same thing to us, that it's for the good of our kind, and it's for our own good that we be kept ignorant, and I'm tired of being ignorant, and I'm not going to be ignorant anymore. I'd very much not like to be ignorant anymore. So if one simple book is causing such a ruckus, then why have it in the first place? Why not burn it? The rest of
Yes.
them.
My advice to you would be, then just don't act a fool and you won't be perceived as ignorant. But also, you're so when you talk passionately about the things you love.
I just have issues with literature
go
and
on.
books being kept from me. I do enjoy to read now. That wasn't so in the past, but this is important. I feel that it is important to this whole mystery. And I believe that possibly it could solve many things, just knowing something about it.
Then
I
need you
don't
to
know.
Take that passion. I need you to take that passion about what you just said to me. I need you to apply it to your argument tomorrow, because you're going to need it.
All right, of course.
You have to make them understand why you were looking for
Alright.
this thing, and why it's connected to what's troubling New Orleans.
Hmm.
But
Or
you
you
also
could
have
just
to
talk.
be respectful. I could just talk, but I also have. I
I'll
could
just-
talk. I don't want to talk for you. That seems kind of.
Yeah, you could just talk for me, and I'll just sit in the shadows. You're good at talking, very good at talking. I could just sit back, relax, and you just take over.
I don't think they're gonna like that.
They love you, Max. They love you.
They
I'm
only
sure.
met me like last week, 2 weeks ago.
I think it's about almost a month at this time.
Oh, a month ago. Thank you, God.
You're very
You made an
welcome.
impression on the ladies.
I mean, no matter throwing it back, you're gonna get this kind of shit off your back.
Here's more to the point. You do have a way with the ladies.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Again, no matter sweet talking or throwing it back is gonna get us out of this jam.
It's gotten us out of bigger jams before.
I mean, got us out of that last jam, but that's besides the point. We gotta work together as a team on this.
I'm just saying, as a team, there's still time in the night. Ambrose, Max can teach you to throw it back. You might be able to assist him yet. There's still time.
Look, it took me a little bit to learn the gavolt. I'm not going to learn how to throw it back, all right?
Wish is lost.
So are we going to your house? Are we here already?
Yeah, you guys have been out the apartment for a bit now.
All right. Well, I'm just going to try to get some sleep.
I'll be up trying to save this mission.
Where
The
exactly
only one trying anything out of the box. I'll be ready to throw it back all on my own.
It's all in the house.
It falls to me.
Right. Max, would you like to sleep with me?
I don't have time to learn how to throw it back. We need to get some rest. Max, you can stay at your place, I'm assuming, or
I can't do that.
No, you're right. I only have the one bed.
I will sleep on the couch. You guys?
That's where the fort is. You gonna sleep in the fort?
Sure.
Why would you sleep on the couch? Why can't we all sleep in the bed?
He said we're sleeping in the fort.
No, you two are taking the bed. I'm taking the couch.
Oh, well, if you're gonna tell me what to do, I remember. If I've been spoken to, go on.
If I have to, I will tell you what to do.
All right.
Oh, God. All right. Oh, you heard the man. Oh,
Let's get into the apartment. Lola's probably wondering where I am.
Oh, God, I love the sight of him. I really do. He's such an animal.
So as you guys start making your way inside, Aubrey, now that you said that, you actually do see Lola pushing the housekeeping cart across the hall.
Lola, have you given any more thought to if you needed help? I am looking for a little part-time work.
Good evening. Hi, how are you? Number one. No, I'm employed by the apartment building, and I don't get to hire outside work, but I think I've got this under control. Thank you very much.
Fine, if you have an inn, though, you know someone in the biz. Maybe there's other apartment complexes that might need some help.
I'll see. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what I can do for you. Yeah.
Oh, the sweetest.
Thank you. Any idea when Kiernan's coming back?
No, and even though he's not staying there, I am, and I noticed the Tau delivery. I haven't seen anything. That's not your
The
fault.
what
That's why I was
delivery?
assuming you might need help with the rounds. I would be more than happy to take over Tau delivery. Maybe restock some of the toiletries.
Oh, this is not like that. This is not a hotel. You provide your own belongings for your own apartment.
We could get like another star on this rating if maybe a continental breakfast. I noticed nobody's.
Sir, I do not aspire to make this place any better than it already is. I like my job the way it is. I do not want any extra duties, and what you're asking me to do is to impress upon the owners for me to do more work. It's already taxing enough as it is, and you can see these long hours I pull. I don't know you that well.
Really, I'll have to work a lot harder for you to see what I'm capable of. But I'll show you yet, Lola. Just you wait.
As you're shuffling off, you hear her say back down the hall, "It's Miss Ramirez."
Miss Lola Ramirez.
Just Miss
Manager.
Ramirez.
You're not on the
What's
first
the
name
name of his-
basis
Yeah.
yet.
What's the name of his complex?
Uh,
Could it be
on the
Shady
spot.
Pines?
On the spot.
Tamarinds.
Damn. What list did you look at just now?
Don't worry about it, man.
Stars. Lola Ramirez.
Have a good evening. She starts pushing the cart down the hall.
I can't.
Strange, you know, Ambrose. Some people, they just don't want to rise above their station.
Aubrey, you just interviewed yourself to be a janitor.
But I would have hired me. So
Get your ass in the bedroom and go to bed.
got it. Speaking when spoken to.
Oh, God. He puts his hand on the back of Aubrey and just pushes him forward, walks right behind him. This is ridiculous.
Oh, this is a familiar position.
And we're going to have the evening close there. We wake up on the next evening. Max, all of your bestial forms that were from the evening before, the claws, the eyes, all back to normal now. You have subsided your bestial image, and you're back to the Max that everyone knows.
Cool.
Can Ambrose have just like before you wake up, just standing over Max?
Hello. Hello.
Morning.
Evening.
You look lovely when you sleep. Are you ready?
Can you give me like 5 minutes and a lot more space? Yeah.
Oh,
Just
no, go
opened
ahead.
his eyes.
He takes one little step back, still staring at him without blinking. All right, go ahead. Go back to sleep, my love.
I'm not going back, and I'm especially not going back to sleep now. Are you ready?
Yes, I was watching Aubrey sleep for an hour.
You didn't wake him up.
No, he looks so peaceful. And I didn't wake you up. I tried not to.
Thank you. Go get our boy, please. Please.
Just slithers away.
Just doesn't even make footsteps.
His-
It just slide.
His hands go on the side of the door. Aubrey, darling, it's time to wake up.
Aubrey has descended to not cleaning the sheets, so he just has one of Kernan's very large shirts. If Lola's ever gonna get that second star, she's gotta start getting in here and getting some of this laundry done. And he just slips the shirt on, big enough to almost be a dress.
You know, this is a little sad.
Buttons
Even
is
I know
single
how to do
button.
laundry. Come on, let's go.
Or are you just gonna kick a man when he's down?
I like to. That's my kink. Let's go.
Well, we have a few more minutes. Don't make this weird. Never mind.
You know, I will open my belly and consume your face if you don't get out the hell out of here. Come on.
I love the way you talk to me in the morning. Max?
Yeah, you too. What's up? You guys good?
He just
Yeah.
sits there when you stare at him. He doesn't get up, does he?
I'm up and I can hear you both. What the fuck?
I was just gonna let him lay there for a while. I liked it.
I looked at him several times last night. You know, he would say it's snoring, but it sounded a lot like purring.
It sounded a lot like purring.
Purring. What?
No, I wasn't watching you. I got cold and I needed to warm up, and you have a lot of body heat. It's
No, they don't. You guys are dead.
hey, God. Come, I'm looking for an excuse. Okay.
All right. Well, are we? I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm prepared. I have some notes.
Mm.
So let's.
Do you actually have notes, or are you just gonna wing it?
I'm gonna wing it.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay. All right. All right. I will do my best to help you wing it. If I do need to jump in and help.
I don't see why.
And that's a problem.
Cannot get my camera to work.
Be very careful. That's all I'm
Listen.
saying. Yes.
Everyone loves an English accent. Come on. Just gonna talk. American bitches love that shit.
Are you
It
gonna
does
talk
make
like
him
are
sound
you gonna talk
smarter.
like that, or are you gonna talk like the when you should be talking like?
Oh, that's right. I can't. God damn it. I don't talk like this.
Yes.
Fuck.
The swampier the better.
It's
Okay.
hard to keep track of everyone I am.
Well, try your hardest to remember this time. Specifically because you can't be the one that you want to be right now. Okay? All right?
I will endeavor to do my best to be the crustiest, most polite Nosferatu you have ever seen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aubrey, you ready? You ready to help me support them?
You look and you see Aubrey has rolled up the sleeves on Kieran's flannel, and he's wearing like ripped jeans, and he's trying his best to do a Kieran impression with a wife beat, and he's like, "You've got your backup."
We gotta get you some better clothes, dude. We gotta get you clothes that fit you.
This isn't doing it.
You look like an early 2004 like rap video artist.
But they're all outside in the parking lot.
I got this look right off of that album I found in Kinnon's drawer,
God.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
God.
That's fucking awful.
Is this not it?
That's
Am I not doing it?
lore. I hate that lore. If there's any way you can look a little cleaner, I would go for that. I wouldn't go.
He
Might I be able to help?
groans and sinks us back into the room.
Go help him out. Help him find something to wear.
Yeah, I used to be a model. I know a thing or two. I used to
I
design.
believe
I do design. Aubrey, come here, my love.
Mm.
And goes to Kieran's closet.
Alec is defending himself.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm reading.
You guys, for the record, it's Aubrey's album, but he's not going to take that shit. It's someone else's responsibility. His shit taste in music.
Oh, so good.
All right. So we'll say that Aubrey gets dressed in a proper attire after Ambrose dolls him up.
All of these Marky Mark calendars are also his, and he pushes them off the bed.
And you guys then start making your way out. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave?
I'm gonna get dressed in my last good outfit.
Okay.
I think just being like, Aubrey, you realize this isn't a hotel, right?
I mean, it's not a very good one.
It's not a hotel at all. my brother. This is an apartment. This is a studio. I'm in a studio.
It's a studio
Yeah.
apartment. It's a
The
studio apartment.
studio has rented me apartments. Yes, I've had studio apartments before. And let me tell you, they've taken way.
Not a studio's apartment. This is a studio apartment. There's a difference.
Different pronunciation. I understand.
Different
I
meaning
get how
as
words
well.
work.
Different meaning as well. This is your space. This is your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No one is obligated to help you clean it, wash your clothes, hand you towels, do your dishes, or clean the space. That is your responsibility. The only thing that landlord is supposed to do, besides taking your money, is make sure that your up your amenities now. That's the word. Appliances work. Piping
Cold
works.
utilities.
Thank you. What?
And but you see him over there like lifting up Kieran's old mattress looking for dirty magazines.
Can't believe it.
Just more Marky Mark calendars.
Almost had a point right there. Utilities, exactly. You need to take care of you in this, because
Max,
she won't do that for you.
I'm scared, Max.
Okay, we're gonna get you through it one day at a time. Okay.
Get my white ass out of here.
Don't worry.
Oh shit!
Don't worry. That
I
blue
can-
blood
I can
of
say that,
yours-
right?
You can't say that. That blue
Yeah.
blood of yours is gonna be just fine. You're gonna learn to adapt. You're gonna learn. You're gonna do good.
Take me to the
Okay.
murder party.
I feel like I just shattered his reality.
You might have.
Might have, yeah. So
I
you're
didn't
gonna have
realize
Ambrose
to,
is walking out the door with like a handful of like nudie magazines. Just like
Lord.
interesting.
Those are also
Oh, I'll be
Kim's.
waiting outside.
You just
All right, so we'll say that you all get to the car at this point, just to further the scene along. You guys get to the car.
Mhm.
We're still using the hoopty.
Mm-hmm. Until I'm given a call that my car has been UV cleaned, as well as my apartment
Devenomed.
devenomed or what was it? Eldritch Horde,
Icar Beast.
Icar Beasted. The hoopty will be the carriage of choice.
They're gonna call you and let you know that your car's been Megatron and it no longer is in the city.
Oof.
All right, so guys get into the car and start making their way across town over to the Gruon sisters' manor, to the Ventrue Sanctum. As you are heading over there, you see that there are several very well dressed. You can definitely tell that they're kindred because they're staying very close to the manor itself. And as you start pulling closer, they know this car. They know your car. They've seen it before, and they start making their way towards the street. Two of them, a large woman, a tall woman, and a short, stocky gentleman. They stand on this curb, awaiting you.
I feel so much better. Valets. You didn't know how badly I needed this. After the day I've had.
It's barely started, Aubrey.
Thaddeus, your camera is
Don't-
like very fuzzy. I'm not sure.
His reality shattered. So
Yeah.
so he has to be able
You guys,
to focus.
it's just is what it is. Me
No,
and the camera are
it's
going
fine.
through a lot right now.
I think Max just drives up to a proper spot next to them. To the people waiting, obviously waiting for us.
Yep.
And just let's park it and be like, everybody good? Everybody ready?
So you'll just take the lead. I shall lurk in the shadows, and everything will be fine.
Okay.
I'll be inconspicuous.
I don't believe you. All right. Just get out and walk over to our guides, I guess, to the people watching us.
One second.
Take your time.
As soon as you get out, they look at the three of you, and the woman leans down to the man, whispers something. He looks back at her, shrugs, looks at the three of you, and says, "The Nosferatu, Thorn."
To me.
And they both extend their arm towards the entrance of the sanctum, where you see Megan standing in the doorway, arms folded in front of her, holding a notebook in her very elegant black Victorian dress, hair pinned back, looking dignified, but also very stoic in a sense.
Goes up, lurks up the stairs. He goes up the stairs. Megan, how are you? You look ravishing.
Good evening, Thorn. I'm very well, thank you. And how are you and your coterie members?
We're fine. We're good. Excellent. Wonderful. Couldn't be better. And you look colorless. Beautiful in that dress. Are we in trouble? Am I in trouble? Should I know anything before I go in there?
She opens up the book, takes a quick look at it. That's to find out shortly.
Right. Well, lead the way. We are excited to be invited back. Thank you very much.
Are they coming with you?
Well, I surely wasn't going alone. I wouldn't go alone, yeah?
Interesting. Very well. The three of you, if you'll follow me, please. And she turns on her heels and very softly starts walking inside. Max, as you are following the female who was standing at the curbside, she leans down to you since you were driving and says, "Would you like me to keep watch over your vehicle?"
I would appreciate that. I don't expect anyone to mess with them. And it's like he's like looks at the car. It's not again. We call it a hoopty, but it's just like a 2012 like Toyota Chrysler or some shit.
It's a classic.
It was a Ford something, wasn't it? A Ford.
It's a Ford. It's a Ford. It's a truck. I know that for much. Since he's like
It's a Ford Escape because it's trying to get the hell out of here.
it's not going anywhere. But thank you for the offer.
And she looks at it again and she goes, "I understand. You have two sets of eyes on this."
I appreciate that. Do I recognize these two? Were these two at the?
You
at
have
the
not
party?
seen these two before.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Max, did you tell him to keep it out front? We won't be staying long. We have so many parties to see.
What the fuck? They're just looking out for it. They're not driving it anywhere.
Holy fuck, I'm going to die.
You're going to be okay.
I'm going to get fucked up, Max.
Don't go into the room with that attitude.
All right, I won't.
I know we don't need to. Just take a deep breath in. Hold it. Slowly let it out. You are Thorn Nosferatu.
The crunchiest.
The crunchiest.
Mm.
Seasoned boy I have ever met.
That's right. Just a bag of chips.
Just a bag of chips.
And bones. We can do
Bags
this.
and bones. You can do this. You got
Looking to
this.
get crunched.
You're
Have you ever thought about how weird it is the vampires breathe?
I mean, we really don't.
I know. We could run away to the ocean.
Megan, please just put me out of my misery.
Megan doesn't speak. She just continues walking down the hall. And as she's walking, you see the Ventrue within the hallway, within the sanctum, are giving her a wide berth, making sure that they are not coming within arm's length of her or doubled that. They are watching each step that she takes, almost examining the way that she walks. If you are very perceptive of how she's walking right now, you do make this slight notice that she's walking with a purpose. Very different than the way you've seen her walk when you guys had her on the casino boat, when you had her at the apartment, when you met her the first time, where she was more relaxed, more enjoying herself. This now she's walking a bit rigid, almost semi-militaristic, the way she's just one foot in front of the other, bringing you down the hall. She turns around a corner and there is a doorway that's opened up and a stone spiral staircase going downward. There is not electrical lighting down the hall, so much as a natural lighting. As you're going down, there are photoluminescent what's the word I'm looking for? Plants. Plants is a hard word sometimes. That are kept in small jars that are tucked away in little alcoves that give off enough light for you to see what's going on, but not enough for you to actually glean exactly your scenario that you're walking through. The stairwell echoes with each and every one of Megan's high-heeled steps going down, followed by the choir of your footsteps falling behind her. At the bottom of this stairwell, which takes a good 2 minutes to get down, is another long, narrow hallway. At the end of the hall, there is no door. It's a simple open room. On the far sides of the walls inside of this room are very dim electronic sconces, enough to give off 5 foot of light right where they are. There are 6 sets on either side of the walls. And in the center of the room, sitting on top a 3-tiered throne, sit the Grulon triplets. Aleda on top, Isabella, and I believe the other one was Rose, sitting on their respectable sides, lower than Aleda. Give me 1 second, and this is where we come face to face with... Ba-ba-ba-bum. This is our guest tonight. Welcome to the game. Let us begin.
Ladies Grulong. And
May I add a detail?
Thorn bows.
By all means, please do.
On the lap of Aleda is a large book. Almost new, but somehow very well used. And she takes out a lipstick case as she reads and spins it up and reapplies. Isn't it odd? I have a memory of someone telling me it was bad to read in the dark. It doesn't seem to matter anymore.
Very observant. Of course not. And it is a pleasure and an honor to be invited once again into your sanctum. And he bows. Lady Grulongs.
You ever read Romeo and Juliet?
Recently I've had the pleasure. Yes.
I used to love that. I used to think I was Juliet. But every day I get older, I think of myself as the nurse. Primordian Washington, thank you for visiting. Congratulations on your new title. Very
Thank
well
you.
earned.
Thank you.
But I must confess, there are 3 of you, and there would be one, and the one I did expect is not present.
Yes. Dear friend Kiernan Blake has had business outside of New Orleans that he needs to take care of.
That's a shame. I did so wish to speak to Kiernan again, but it is enough that you are here. But no, I do not speak of Kiernan. In fact, I'm fairly certain that my words were, Megan. What were my words? On
Megan,
Thorn's presence.
Megan opens up her. Oh no, Thorn is present, so it's not Ambrose. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ambrose's presence.
Yeah, so Ambrose is right now masquerading as Thorn as the Nosferatu.
Yes, but it was Ambrose had been asked to come, right?
No, Thorn had been asked
Oh,
to come.
Thorn.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had my notes mixed up, baby.
It's all
Gotcha.
good. It's all good. Because right now, nobody in the city except for 2 other people know who Thorn actually is.
Mm.
Can you please give me a description of what Aleda is looking like right now?
Sure. Aleda has no makeup on, or I mean, I do because I think each one of the sisters is lovely in an otherworldly way that I as an actor couldn't portray. But the interesting thing about Aleda is she has no eyebrows. They're gone. Shaved off. Starkly different from her 2 sisters, almost severe. And to be honest, severe is a very good way to describe her. Her red sweater underneath a black blazer is angular, almost folding over where the breast surgery had been done. She has long pants with black spiked high heels. She has a pile of books at her feet, new books, old books, just stacked, each almost meticulously, each one with a different bookmark in a different place, as if she cannot quite hold her attention long enough to continue on with one book for too long. It's all fiction. She looks in her mid-20s, but there is nothing in her eyes that is youthful. The 2 sisters, perhaps, but for her, she seems weary, but very straight-postured, very soft-spoken. Blonde?
Yeah, we can have her be blonde, sure. No problem. All right. So then Megan looks at her notes and goes, "You requested for Thorn. And only
I did
Thorn."
not use the word request, Megan.
I do apologize. Yes, she scribbles it off. Require.
Thank you. Required. But he's not here. They're not here. In fact, I'm not entirely sure of their pronouns.
Thorn, if you will please take a step forward. Megan
Because
announces.
you've been in the shadows, right? That was sorry, I thought you were.
Yeah, I was in the shadows. You could have heard his voice though announcing
Got
himself.
you. Great.
Again,
Please step
Megan-
forward, Thorn.
And Thorn lurks out of the shadows as if it births him, and his hands are up, just sort of twisting around themselves. He's cloaked heavily, and he pulls down his mask to reveal a pale, gaunt, almost yellowing face with pustules everywhere, pointed ears, and long, green, moldy hair. His outfit is leather, latex, it's strappy, it looks like a Cenobite. And he steps forward with his cloak just sort of hanging behind him. Again, Lady Coulong, I thank you for inviting me into your lovely home. It's a pleasure and an honor. What do I owe the honor?
Well, I thought I would give you the opportunity to ask me in person for what you're looking for, so why don't you say it out loud?
Knowledge is what I seek.
Not just knowledge.
Ah, yes. Knowledge that would be forbidden to our kind. Strange as a kindred, is it not? That something that is a part of our culture, no matter how dark it is, should be forbade to us. One questions why.
Do you know how many nuclear missiles are missing from the United States? We don't know where they are. 6. There's 6 missiles missing. When you say knowledge, I understand as a human. I mean, books, You know, I mean, there's a reason Mein Kampf is still in libraries. There's a reason that philosophy is circulated, learning knowledge is very important. I do agree with you. The problem is when you move into the realm of vampirism, and this is a conversation I've had quite a lot in my time. I mean, I'm conflicted about it too. Sometimes when you write something down, it is not just a book, it is a nuclear missile. And I will not let those go missing. I know it's hard to understand, but that is the case. Juliet. And she puts the book down.
Books that you sit on top of. All these books. In some form or another, in one culture or another, they're banned. Of course, I wasn't talking about taking anything from you. I couldn't do that. You know as well as I could. I couldn't even breach your library if I wanted to. I have no hope of doing so. It was simply a request to see the book, to know of its contents. And I believe that it may possibly help us solve some things that the prince has charged us to. Well, the old prince, rather. But there's some things the old prince said that had me thinking that perhaps this book might contain something, a key.
One moment. Aleda turns to all of the other vampires in the room, except for Megan. Leave me.
The two sisters, they both look up at you very confused. And Isabella goes, "Are you sure?"
Well, I'm with another Primogen. I believe I'm in safe hands, aren't I, Mr. Washington?
I will provide as much safety as is required.
Megan, would you stay? These are your friends, after all.
Acquaintances, Lady Grulon, but yes, I will stay for you.
She's shy.
The two other Grulon sisters get up from their throne and start heading out. The rest of the coterie then start hearing several chairs in the far back of the room, dark in the darkness, being pushed aside as 6 cloaked individuals make their way forward along the sides of the walls and start heading back upstairs. These 6 individuals were completely unknown that you were there. You were unknown that they were there. They were so kept in the shadows that their presence was completely invisible. It is now just Aleda, Megan, and the coterie in this room.
Please continue.
You didn't order me to come, you realize that. You could have just requested, but no. No, this is all about power. Do you know how an anarch becomes an anarch? It's a very thin
Because
line.
they have no other choice.
Because they have no other choice. Why? Because they are oppressed.
Because of power.
One can have power, and one can use it to wield and oppress. You could have simply invited me, but that wasn't good enough. It had to be an act of power over me, my oppressor.
I
I
advise
would
you
have
not.
come, not to forget it. Oh,
Yes. I am your oppressor. The sooner you understand that the reason that you are not a Primogen, the reason you are not gaining power, it is not because I hate you or I don't like you. I don't care. I just want to keep these nuclear missiles from being lost, would you care if a bug came to you and asked you for your book? I am asking you sincerely.
You
You
asking
seem to
me, a
be.
bug, sincerely. You're asking a bug. A god asks a bug. A god is asking a bug. What is this bug to do? What is he to do? You're right, I can't do anything. I can't do anything against you. And you know that very well. That I can't look at anything that you own, your books. I can't rise against you. I'm nothing. And what do you gain from this? My request, was it so sinful and bad that I should just request one thing? You could have denied me and I would have said, fine. What could I have done?
Because I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you. You have the right anger, but you shoot it in every direction. And that is why you are a bug. Because I was a bug. Do you understand what I am telling you?
You insult me and degrade me at every turn, and yet demand respect.
Do I? Because you're giving it to me automatically. I have not asked anything but your presence. Well, required that for sure. But either way, hold on to that anger. Hold it. Feel it. It is important. Do not forget what you feel right now. Do you understand? There is something. Let us talk of other things. The book. How did you even hear of it in the first place?
New Orleans is not the only place I've traveled. Here and there.
Good.
I've been in the blood 10 years. Eventually you come across whispers. I don't know anything of the book necessarily, its contents. I know it is something that the Sabbat have an interest in. I know that it perhaps contains histories, and that is what I am after. Antediluvians, the beginnings of our kind, I don't know, but I'm curious, and I desire to know. When we met the Octana tribe leader, when the first prince had issued us this mission, the Garu were fleeing New Orleans. Why would Garu flee New Orleans? What would frighten them enough? And the Octana leader, Juliana, said that there was something coming back to this land, that the original owners, the original something. And we didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Who could have been the original owners of this land? The first or something, I don't know. The prince later on referred to himself as, if you can't kill God, you become God. Was that right, Dylan?
Why kill a god when you can become a god?
Why kill a god when you can become a god? We later found out that he was being puppeteered by Jacques, who was an extension of himself, the harvester, Hecate. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm assuming he's Hecate with his. Point is, he was puppeteering Jacques, the prince. He wants to become a god. How does one do that? Are there gods? Do they exist in this book? Is he simply talking about diablerizing someone? Is this just... I don't know. And that's the point. I don't know. And I seek answers.
Real quick. This is where we're going to take a 20-minute break. I know it's right in the middle of this, but this is where we need to take a break because a lot's going to happen. I want us to have as much time as possible for the remainder of this episode with this whole interaction. So we're going to take a 20-minute break right here. Don't go away to one. This is really good. This is really good.
Dylan's gonna give me an info dump.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll see you in 20 minutes, guys. And welcome back. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. You came in the middle of something quite interesting. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, hi. We're still here. We're going to jump right back into it. So, friends, players, Lady Grulon, the stage is yours.
Now I know why you are looking for the Book of Nod. Thank you for that information. I did not know that. But what stake do you two have in this? What do you know?
Man.
And Primogen, as I've been corrected, because I'm a little boy.
Just a little guy.
Primogen Washington. Have you reported this?
Well, considering it was about last night when we figured all of it out. Well, yeah. No, it's being reported currently. Should be last night. But
So you brought this to me before the sheriff.
no, well, the sheriff was there.
Hmm.
Sheriff. Let me back up a bit. We had some business to take care of with the harvester. As it turns out, the harvester likes to kidnap and experiment on people's loved ones, and in their taunting of us, we traveled to a graveyard in Gangrel territory. And in that graveyard, in that crypt, we had a long conversation with the dear harvester, and it turns out that he was pulling a lot more strings than I thought a person could wield in the city of New Orleans. As it turns out, he was in control of both the sheriff and our dearly departed prince. And it turns out that the harvester has been working with and for, I'm not sure which is which though, the Oblivion.
The Oblivion.
Turns out our dear sheriff is actually a Oblivion demon, I believe we are calling it. And
Demon's an apt word.
Well, it's certainly demonic in nature. We went to confront the harvester with the help of the sheriff and a few members of my clan, and discovered the true nature of things.
Can't be right.
Can't be
That
what
can't
it
be.
is.
No. It would be impossible for the harvester to be acting on their own.
Why is that?
If they are from Oblivion, they cannot come here without being summoned.
Well, I don't know what to tell you then what we've been trying to figure out, and I suspect, well, I will defend my friend here in trying to figure out the prince's true nature, asking for books and knowledge. I didn't know that they were looking for illegal books, or nukes as you call them, but in our world of nuclear giants and ethical infants, we know more about war than we know about peace, and we know more about killing than we know about living. And if we can find a weapon that is the Oblivion, a weapon that scares Garou and infects and grows in the darkness, then I think any knowledge is good knowledge at this point, dangerous as it may be.
You seem very smart, Primogen Washington. You are very well read, very well thought. But what happens when you open the box? Sure, it's for good reasons now. I'm sure we all have good reasons. But if we were to release that book, if that book was to become public knowledge by anyone, just like the missiles that are missing, you could not put those back once the knowledge is out there. Soon, people will be searching for it.
Seems like people are already searching for it.
That's true. That is true. Here, Megan, can you get us some seats? My neck hurts from looking down.
Of course, and you see her dart into the darkness for those in the back of the room where you heard the chairs being moved before as she starts bringing several of them forward.
Occupational hazard, I gather.
You are
Usually
the
I
only-
use it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say I like a lavender essential oil before I go to bed. The chair is not the most comfortable. That's why I keep so many books here. It helps distract when I don't have when I have extra downtime, which is very rare. But you get what you can. That's the good thing about living forever. You get time to read all the books.
Do you have a favorite?
Depends on the day.
Uh,
I don't. Yes.
You are the only owner of this book in the Camarilla in New Orleans.
No, I'm not.
So the book is already out there.
I do not own the book. I do
You
not know
have
where it is, nor do I want to. It is a missing missile head. Do you understand? When I say I do not have the book, and I do not want the book.
I don't understand. Your library is the most secure. Nobody knows of it. The past princes didn't know of it. There are many that are searching for it that have never found it. It is impenetrable.
You flatter me.
One would think that having a nuclear bomb of a book, that your library would be the safest place for it.
it also makes it the biggest target. And
Okay.
just thinking now, since we know that the prince is under the control of the harvester is looking for that information as well. I guess.
You.
Surprisingly.
I point to Aubrey, who's been quiet.
My lady,
May I ask you a question?
we, as you've made it clear,
Hmm.
serve at your leisure.
Oh, de parler français.
Yeah. I do not.
Did you just say we because of my last name?
Oh, I'm sure I was just being polite.
The Russians did that in their literature. To use French as an erudite way to reply, it's of the educated class, but also of the bourgeoisie.
You're so
Be
incredibly
careful.
well spoken. You must really covet the knowledge in this place.
I would correct.
Oh, so you don't covet it.
I don't. If I didn't have to do this job, I wouldn't. Don't you think it's been every person's dream to have a library? But things happen, and you find yourself in positions that you know too much, and you are bound. And as Sisyphus rolls the rock up the hill, so too must I. But may I ask, what do you think the masquerade means, just as a word?
An illusion.
Yes. It comes from the Italian and the French. There is another definition of it.
Enlighten
The
me.
word we didn't adopt until the 15th century. And it comes from science. To masquerade. A symptom of something larger masquerading as something else. An illusion, yes, but also a parasitic deception. It is not a bet. To be a vampire is not a ball, it is not a party. It is to be a parasite. And so, the harvester. The books. The mass extinction we now face. You've uncovered something I think is important. I encourage you to look for the Book of Nod. To find it.
Excuse
And
me?
I ask that when you use it, you burn it. Please do not keep it, and do not make me have to do what will happen next if you don't. I know I cannot stop you. But as a Primogen, in Primogen, Washington, if something was going to harm your clan, your groups, your job, your people, don't mistake it for malice. Mistake it for care. Or mistake it for evil. Honestly, I don't care what you mistake it for. It's a job I have to do.
You understand that it is hard to appreciate someone who inherently thinks that knowledge is something people can't be trusted with. Maybe
It's hard to be that
have you-
person.
Have you ever heard the phrase, no wind blows in favor of a ship who has no heading? Without information, we are lost. We know not the direction we are heading, but you don't trust a single soul save for yourself with that information. I guess there are no more anarchs because the book, no one has it. You don't. I guess there are no more masquerade breaches. Alas, there are no copies of this book circulating. You constantly say you re-examine your beliefs, and you're now telling us to search for this book. Why?
Maybe I'm rooting for you. Maybe I know where my weaknesses are. I've lived for long enough. I'm not just the Primogen of the Ventrue. I'm an older sister. I am with my blood every day. Megan, stop writing this down. My
You
sister's
hear
had
her book shuts.
Megan, out of line. It's a private conversation between friends.
Ignorance is the weapon of the oppressor. First you tell us they're nukes, something that are so powerful they can undo whatever this is. And then you contradict yourself by saying we should go look for them and then burn it afterwards. Burn knowledge. I wonder who else said that.
Contradiction is a human trait.
Who
Did you
has
just
this
call me
book?
human?
Oh,
That is what?
As much as we
Did you
are
just
monsters,
call me human?
as much as we are monsters, we still have humanity in us.
I do not. I'm telling you that to warn you. I am not unaware that this is a complicated problem. Everything is. When you get old enough, things tend to slide into black and white, and that is not what I do as a leader. Things are complicated, and they can have multiple answers.
Well, Lady
And I
Angelica.
also know-
I mean, not Angelica. Miss Goulon. I confuse you for
Lady,
Lady.
do not mistake my conversation for anything else.
So much do you remind me of the character in the story in which you enjoy. Would you allow us to seek our own demise, or is this your protection?
I don't know. The nanny has always been a secondary character.
About
Well,
nannies.
Maybe you'll enjoy sitting back and watching, but I prefer a leading role.
Then do so. I will be around to bury the bodies at the end. Secondary characters always are. This is not the first time I've had a conversation like this.
So who would have the book? Where would we seek it out? If not you, then who would have such a book?
Good question. I'm in my notes. Dylan, can you, Dylan,
Yep, yep. I'm typing something. Typing something right now. Typing something right now.
I'm vamping.
This was not something that I had thought about. Hold
Look
on.
at dead in the eye and go,
You're,
the
dr-
harvester.
you're dramatically
No!
posing in front of us. Your hands are moving in consideration.
I take out. Ooh, no, I know what we're gonna do. I take out the Peter Rabbit
Ooh,
with the original engraving images. It's old,
classic.
and I pass it over to you, Max. My favorite book. I cannot let you into the library again, but take this as a parting gift.
Open.
I'll appreciate any gift you can give me.
It's a mediocre book with a mediocre story. There's really not much point other than a morality tale. But the drawings are nice.
I'll admire them all. Words and pictures. I would, and I know I'm not allowed in the library again, but we do know more about what we're facing, at least a little more than we did last time we spoke. Like I said, Oblivion is involved. The Oblivion is involved. And
What you
I'm-
need to do next, if I may.
Of course.
If the harvester has been summoned and is bound by someone, you need to figure out who did it. Because that's who is going to be at the heart of this.
In here, I thought
Actually-
the officer was in charge.
There is one person you can talk to. But she's hard to track down. Her name is Janet. She's a fortune teller. I go to her to get my cards read or to have a chat. She relocates around the city quite often. She's very difficult to track, but somehow, and she's going to look over towards Aubrey and Thorn, I have a feeling that you will track her down just fine.
Is she mortal or kindred?
Malkavian.
Oh, fucking
A
fantastic.
Malkavian card
I
reader.
love those loons.
How apropos.
He
Well,
says sarcastically.
the three bunnies descend into the garden. Where is Father McGregor?
Hop, hop, little bunnies. Hop, hop, hop.
Hop, and
Off to
stop.
get our blackberries, shall we?
I think
And
Max is like leafing through the book. I think he's just admiring the pictures and the words, being very careful.
You'll enjoy it. He comes from a rather good family.
I've heard good things.
The only difference is at the end of this tale, not a single one of us has a mother to run home to.
I do. I have like. Well, never mind.
I was about to say, hey, you want to
What was that?
Weird kinks, Thorn.
excuse me?
They're into mommy play. It's not.
That explains why your house is so far outside the city.
How would you know about that?
Is it?
I make it a habit to know all of the old rundown plantation areas. Who's staying there? It's a good place, good dens for different people.
Eh. Hospitality being what it is, should you ever find yourself in my neck of the woods, I would gladly have you.
Words have meanings.
You invited them in.
thing. Some people don't know if they are actually invited or not. Be careful.
Truly,
Is
though.
that a proper invitation?
Are you proper curious?
Always.
Thorn would love to invite you, but they've been staying with me. It's so much quicker to be in town. They're never home.
That is true. That is true. And it's dreary anyways. The ceiling's coming down. There's rat shit everywhere. It really is.
You haven't been there long enough to even know what kind of condition it is, right?
I mean, I could always take you down into the sewers. It's wonderful down there. We have a whole colony.
The sewers are quite nice, especially this time of year before the floodings happen, or the seaweed and such. I've been down there once or twice to visit. It's actually quite spacious. The echo is wonderful.
They're so cool.
I know, right?
So scared.
I know that this will only become more complicated. And by our conversation, it seems you are of an immediate opinion, but I learned something a long time ago that has stuck with me, and I will share it whether you want to hear it or not. It helped me, and if I can help the new Primogen, however I can, please. Of course, we will be seeing each other quite frequently, I assume. You can let me know what you think of the book at the next meeting where we must advise.
Mm.
But don't keep the anger. Keep it close. Because when the time comes, it will be hard to make a decision. When you have to make a decision, morality goes away. When you that is all.
Thank you, Lady Gulong. Anger was planted in me long ago. And though you say you are my oppressor, I am an insect. You do not harness the power over me to be my true oppressor. But hopefully
long
one
time
day,
ago.
perhaps we can be allies. Should you see fit to ally yourself with a bug.
You mistake me. I might be where I am, but I prefer the bugs.
There are many of us, and
Many of you.
there aren't so many of you anymore.
I mean, and Alita smiles and then seems to be caught in a memory for a moment. That's what sires are for.
Hmm.
To be discarded like tissues. I look forward to the day you try to discard me.
I have many more things I would like to do before we ever get to say goodbye to one another.
Such as?
Sire,
What do you
I
want in
know.
all this? What do
Sire,
you want in all this?
I wasn't gifted with a family like in your wonderful fairy tales that would want the best for me. I've chosen mine, and I want nothing but to protect them, and they've chosen this city to protect. So here I will make my stand. For whatever that means, I will enjoy my time with them.
I think for all that we have talked, I like you the best. You understand me. Make sure to validate your parking on the way out. Any other questions?
If I ask for another book, perhaps in the future, will we have to do the same song and dance?
Yes, I've been alive for so long, I'm gonna get bored. Please sing and dance for me. But here, I'll give you a book as well. And I lean over and I take out the Shakespeare book I was reading and I slide it over to your feet. It's heavy.
I half expected the story of Icarus.
I hate that story.
You can never trust somebody who thinks that trying to fly is a bad thing.
I don't like dads who help their sons too much.
I have no experience with that at all.
You're the better for it, to be honest.
I've never missed it. Though I've heard 1,000 apologies. It makes me feel like I've missed out on something I don't lament missing out on.
It's fine. I mean, it really depends, I suppose. Sometimes dads think you should be able to read. Sometimes they think you shouldn't. It's all part and parcel.
I'm having a hard enough time impressing a mother. I don't need a second person to disappoint.
You both keep talking about a mother. Who is the do you just collect mothers? I have to ask for clarification.
Stands up from his chair immediately, kicks it back, grabs the book, goes right up to Aleda and drops it right at her feet.
What are we doing here?
Thank you for your time, Lady Gulong. It is time that I must be going. And he bows to her, but not all the way, just inclines his head ever so slightly. He's not going to bow like he did before, just ever so slightly.
You are either going to get yourself killed or become the prince of this city.
Strange how often the two are very close together.
I wish neither. And I bid you a good day if I am dismissed.
Going to casually pick up the book, walk back up to the chair. Where was I? Anything from you two gentlemen? Or I'm not sure. Apologies.
It's fine. It's fine. I've just been thinking about your advice. I know that morality for vampires is hinky. I just know that I can't waste time arguing about what it means to be good or evil. I just gotta know that I gotta be good. And that's gonna be defined differently by everybody I meet. So, yeah.
You have to be good on the first shot. You better not miss.
Mm. That's very true.
Oh, Thorn, you're pardoned.
And he leaves without another word, walking out.
Taking my leave close behind Thorn, the gentle bow of all the people who I've been terrified the most of. Perhaps you are my favorite.
You flatter me. Gonna turn and I hold my hand out. You make sure that they know. It's also a pardon for the crime of asking after that book. Like they're fine. That was also an important thing I had to convey, and it seemed that was lost in a double. So just make sure that they know.
I feel like them leaving as fast as they could kind of insinuated that they got the message.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I will see you when I see you, and if you ever do need another party thrown at this residence, you know who to call.
Ghostbusters.
All right.
Waves the book. I will see you later.
Happy reading.
Mm.
Act 2. I wonder what will happen.
Megan comes up to the side of Lady Grolon and then says, "Did you really want me to stop writing notes? Or did you want to document the disrespect?"
Document it.
You hear the book close once again. Already done.
You can never be too careful. We've been through this before.
And I am sure this won't be the last time, my lady.
Megan?
Lady Grolon?
Never mind. You're dismissed. You can tell my sisters to come back in.
She gives you a very polite, cordial bow, mixed with a curtsy, and heads back out. Following behind the coterie about a good 20 feet. This conversation was held quiet enough for the coterie not to hear as they were leaving. We're going to keep on finishing up our scene. Please don't go away. We want to hang out with you.
God damn, it's so cool.
All right.
I'll be here.
So, Robin, you left first. Where is Ambrose going?
Out of the Ventrue Sanctum. He's walking down the stairs and out the door, pulling back up his mask. And he stops by the car for a moment, but he feels a visceral, white-hot rage inside of himself. He feels the need to kill something. But he knows where this territory is. And without permission, he can't do anything.
Aubrey sneaks up behind Ambrose, and you feel a slight tap on your head, and you hear the words in your ear, "Crack an egg on your head, let the yolk fall down. Crack an egg on your head, let the yolk fall down."
Stick a knife in your back.
I'm surprised at this point you didn't ask her for a library card. Stab a knife in your back, let the blood.
Ambrose doesn't reply, and he is shaking from head to toe. He's radiating hatred.
Did you think for a minute she was going to offer you Othello? You did talk quite spiritedly about how much you love mothers.
Aubrey, shut
Yes?
up. I need you to shut up.
Darling,
I need to get away from this fucking sanctum.
you survived. Take it for what it's worth. You survived.
And Ambrose turns around. Are her people still outside?
Oh yeah.
He glares at them. Where's Max? If he's not out here in a minute, I'm leaving. I'm walking. I'm leaving, and I'm not looking back.
Well,
Max-
let's
Max is
hit
like
Max quickly before you make ruin of your shoes.
Max is like only like a 30 seconds behind y'all.
Max, come now. These boots were not made for walking.
I'm not your personal driver.
I meant no offense. We're gonna lose this one.
And he looks over at Thorn Ambrose and just sees them cracking. Where do you want to go?
Out
Get
of this
this
territory. Go
little
back to
rager.
yours. Go back to mine. I don't care. Somewhere outside this territory
Mm.
where I can hunt.
All right. Go get the car if it's still there.
Car's still there. The two attendants, they are standing by. Strangely enough, they look almost as if they changed sizes.
What the fuck does that mean?
Mhm. She doesn't seem
I have
as
no
tall
idea
as
how
she
to take that.
she doesn't seem as
Exactly. I'll
tall.
take that.
She doesn't seem as tall as she was. He doesn't seem as stocky as he was.
Mm.
Are they not gods? Are they
Fuck.
Max,
some Tweedledee and Tweedledum shit?
Max, will you
Get-
please start the car immediately?
Of course.
Aubrey, please get in quickly. And Ambrose gets in the car
Shotgun.
and just stares at the two figures that seemingly have changed size.
And just waves goodnight to those two. Looks at them.
As-
Reevaluates their sizes.
As you're going away, you just see them both giving you little finger waves,
That's uncomfortable.
twiddling as you'd leave.
I don't like that at all.
Gonna have to get this UV as well. Fuck me. Okay.
He needs new valets, like
And just
less
drive.
creepy ones.
Just drive off.
At a certain point, you think, oh, Ambrose back there has like plot armor or something. They just survive everything.
They are.
And you're the strong male protagonist.
Did you just boop him as he's driving?
Just boop me as I'm driving. What the fuck?
Now you tell me which character I am.
The lovable scamp / mascot. I don't.
Mascot.
You
And
do fit
he's
the role quite well.
Swinging his feet in the chair. Because there's a hole in the
Your feet are hanging underneath the chassis.
Oh god.
You know what?
Just how hot is the back of this car right now? How on fire is this car?
Oh, it's getting all the heat from outside just comes right like as you drive. It's like just an open hole. It's
good.
letting
It's
all
nice.
that loving, delicious, humid stank into the car.
Air out. You know? Gotta get this fucking thing fixed.
I think somewhere he goes into Aubrey has that thing where when your parents are fighting or when something's really bad, he does everything to show what a good kid he is. And, pay attention to me, look at me, anything to distract from how terrible things are. And he's kicked it into overdrive, pestering in the car as much as he possibly can. He's flipping the radio from station to station and singing along to all the songs and looking in the rearview mirror and trying to get Ambrose to talk to him.
What does Ambrose look like in is he sitting still in like the back of the back, like in the middle of the back? Or
He's in the back, sort of rocking slowly. His eyes are moving back and forth as if he's thinking very quickly about something, but his hand is shaking at his mouth.
So we once
Looks
talked.
as if he looks similar to what he did the night that he attacked Megan.
Mm.
I know you may think I'm crazy, Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe this world has made me paranoid, but she knew something. She knows something about me. The way she was talking, those guards out front, they were changing size. That's Devora. It's her.
If-
It's her. Those are the Blackthorns. It's her.
She's been here for ages. How could it be her?
She could shapeshift. She can change her. What do you think we are, Zamitzi? We become anything we want to. We can take on any face, no matter how beautiful or terrifying. We can walk into the room as anyone.
I agree you're beautiful, and right now terrifying. But you're acting like a Malkavian.
No, I am not. She knew things. What she was saying in there. How
Yes,
did she know? She was
She's
dropping
been
these.
true. They know things. It's what they do.
Nobody knows that Devora was my nanny. Nobody knows that, yet she was dropping it on me. And nobody knows that my father kept me from reading so I wouldn't sign those stupid fucking contracts, and my life would just be in servitude forever. She knows something. She is either part of her Blackthorns. She's very convincing. Oh, yes, she is very convincing. It's her. I can assure you, it is her and her Blackthorns. We were in the clutches of the Zamitzi tonight.
Then why would they just let us go? How does it favor her to let us leave?
Because it's a game, Aubrey. What have I told you since the beginning? With Devora, there is no sense in it. There's no sense in There's no sense in me wanting to possess little dolls of you. Curtains of human flesh. Piles of bodies beneath my house. There's no sense in it.
Thought it was for the love
Except
of the
you-
craft. You're an artist. You don't
can't
need an
make
excuse
sense
for
of
the
all of
things you
us.
do.
He relaxes a little bit. You always know what to say, don't you, Aubrey? Thank you. Perhaps I was too paranoid. Yes, I do sound like a Malkavian, don't I?
We'll keep our eyes out.
I'm sorry. I overreacted quite a bit.
I'm not dismissing your protection. You know her better than anyone.
No, that was not Devora. Those were not her thorns. It was just a trick of the light. A coincidence. Nothing more. We're fine. I'm fine. We are completely fine.
So, guilty pleasure meals. You were discussing this wonderful meal you had when you were a child, but what is your guilty pleasure fast food?
I wasn't allowed to eat fast food. But if I could, I would have eaten a McDonald's. I'd like a Happy Meal because
A McDonald's.
well, you see, when I was
May I
a
please
child,
have one
I
McDonald's,
saw,
please?
I saw an ad on the television that Happy Meals made you one happy, and so the children, once you got the Happy Meal, you attained happiness. So that was what I always wanted as a child. I wanted
Matt,
the Happy
can
Meal.
we stop at McDonald's and get 2 of the McDonald meals that are happy?
I mean, we're not sponsored, but I could certainly try to get some McDonald's in the city.
What would that
If
do?
you guys
I
know
would-
anybody from McDonald's, get in the comments.
Please.
I actually, when I was teaching martial arts, one of my students, their father owned one of the franchise. Oddly enough.
Listen here, Kung Fu Daddy. Get in the comments.
Comment. Look, I'm not debating or disclaiming your paranoia, as it were. But if it is something that you feel is a possibility, keep that in mind. Never just dismiss it 100%. This is the second time you've had this kind of reaction to the Gulan sisters and their
Yes.
domain. So,
And the first time I was mistaken.
We've got to stop coming here.
I'm mistaken now. I was mistaken then. I'm sorry. You should just drop it. I overreacted. I do that. It's in my nature.
no, you reacted.
You reacted. Max, where were you in there? You didn't throw it back at all.
Well, one, I wasn't trying to, and two, I wanted to know what they knew in comparison. I've never really talked.
You were saving the big guns in case we got into some real trouble. I understand.
Well, I didn't really know Lady Aleda like that, so
She wasn't ready for you.
I don't think she's ready for any of us. But at the same time, I think she was more than ready for us.
No, I felt like we were.
She had an answer for pretty much everything.
There was a bunch of pawns on the board, and she was the queen, and she was just hunting us down.
And she had quotes for everything. I mean, she dropped that nuke line, and I was like, I get it, I understand, understood. Because I didn't get what was so dangerous about this book, but if it's comparable to that, I get it. But at the same
Max,
time, it makes me scared for what the fuck is out there.
Yeah, reading is bad.
you sound like a brainwashed people that is bought into propaganda. If anything, I have found that the Camarilla, after that meeting, the Harvester's offer sounds more tempting.
The
by
harvester
the day.
harvests people. That's literally in the name.
What do you think I do?
Yeah.
You-
Art.
You don't harvest people to experiment on them,
Yes, I do.
like what we saw in that hallway.
Worse.
You know
Mm.
how when, like,
I doubt it.
your friend's an asshole, but he's your asshole, and you can call him an asshole, but nobody else better call him an asshole, or you gotta fuck him up proper?
Aubrey,
Well, you're all
Max, I'd like you to understand something. I'd like you to truly understand something. I am your friend. You've said under no certain terms that I am yours as well. But do not mistake me in what I am. The Zemetzis, Malkavians are called the lunatics, yes? The gangrels, beasts. Tremiers are blood witches. What do they call the Zemetzis?
gorgeous.
They call us fiends. We perfect torment and pleasure.
Hydration.
Twist. I am not what you think I am, this image you've built up. And one day your eyes are going to open and see just exactly the kind of monster that I am.
Would you prescribe yourself to a stereotype? Are you nothing more than what people think of you? Is that it? You're like everyone else of your kind. You're just like Devora. There's no difference between the two of you? Would Devora care about my mother? Would she change and allow Max to be his own person? Would she let Kiernan go when she so eagerly wanted to covet him? You are nothing like them. You are capable of great things beyond your stereotype. Don't talk about my friend that way.
Those words. Aubrey, I
Darling.
want you to remember them because one day you're going to eat them.
Promises, promises. So since we're talking like crazy Malkavians, maybe we should go find one.
No, for fuck's sake, Malkavians.
Look,
A Malkavian card reader, can you believe it?
Look, I don't know you like that. But I do know that you've been good to me and all of us in this car and beyond since you got here. And what I do know about the Harvester is that they intend to destroy New Orleans as it is known now, with monsters that I cannot comprehend, things that are out of my control.
The more
That's
people
bad.
That's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad. But all I see is flaws in this institution, this Camarilla. Nothing but flaws that should be taken down.
There are flaws in every system.
Suppose you're right.
And we work to work out those flaws. I'm not saying that the Camarilla is perfect. It's not. I hate politics, honestly. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth and every inch of my body. It just takes time to find the right words, the right policies, the right secrets to tell and not to tell. Those with the best intentions can be the most evil.
For your sake and Aubrey's, I'll continue to uphold all of this. So, Malkavians.
Well, actually, I think, Max, you have to roll down the window. We've been sitting here for some time, and the box keeps asking what we want to order, and there's a lot of people honking, and I just...
I can't believe you do this to me. I can't believe you do this to me. What time is it even? What time is it even? Like,
Welcome
No,
to
they open
McDonald's.
late,
How
it
can I help you,
says.
please?
can I get yeah, sorry about that. Can I get 2 Happy Meals?
Okay, what'd you drink?
They have 3 different toys. You should get 3 meals.
I'm not doing that. Just 2 Cokes, it's fine.
Okay,
Really
folks.
nice.
What type of Happy Meal do you want? Do you want the cheeseburger, chicken nuggets?
1 cheeseburger, 1 chicken nuggets, please.
Okay,
I'll
what
go
type
with
of
chicken
dipping
nuggets.
sauce?
Barbecue and honey mustard.
Barbecue
How
honey
are you gonna
mustard.
be-
Anything
Only
else?
live the dream.
No, that's it.
Okay, next window, please.
Mm.
How are you planning to eat this food? Are you just
Um,
gonna smell it?
I'm
Just
gonna
wanna
look at it.
Look.
It's gonna make me happy.
It's gonna make
Promised.
me happy.
It's in the name.
It is in the
They
name.
wouldn't lie. McDonald's wouldn't lie to me. Ugh.
Guaranteed, right on the sign. Did
You-
you see the
you-
clown? He's terrifying.
You get your 2 Happy Meals. They have the same toy because they only serve 1 toy per week.
Yeah, these days it's only 1 or 2 toys.
That's it. Yep.
And he just hands both the box, and he's just like, happy, and he just drives off.
All right. So where are you guys headed to now? Where are you guys going to be?
I mean, while I think while anytime we're parked or waiting in line, I think Max is just on his phone texting Angelo, trying to see if he gets any
It's not
response.
read. It's not responded to.
Yeah.
Angelo already has enough on his plate right now to deal with. So
Well, I just wanted to call to see
Of course, yeah.
any updates on, because now the prince knows what the fuck happened. So like any updates we can know about is what I say.
sure. So you'll just get a quick message back saying busy planning.
Yeah, I've got to go find a Malkavian fortune teller. So cool. Send.
I hate this. I hate it so much.
Apparently, his name's Michelangelo. He's a rude dude with an attitude. I don't know
you
what
get-
pizza has to do with McDonald's.
You get a text back going, Janet, usually around Bourbon Street.
Oh, good start. And like Max is I got a lead, so it's that. We'll see if we better than nothing. I don't think we should go now. I think we should go maybe tomorrow night, and just
Michelangelo demands rest. Cowabunga.
Ninja Turtles back there.
I have a Ninja Turtle. You didn't want 1 meal.
I
You
don't
said
want-
we only needed 2.
You only need 2. I don't need a Ninja Turtle. I'm good.
Thorn, is that a rat man?
It's Raphael.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
maybe it is a rat man. It is a rat man, and he's holding a. He's in a kimono.
Yeah, that is Splinter. Their master, their sensei, I believe, is the
The oppressor.
No, their father, technically.
The oppressor.
That seems the most disbelievable thing about this story. A rat cannot give birth to turtles.
You gotta.
All right, so
It's fucking slumber party time. Time to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
where are you guys going? Are you going
back to Aubrey's?
back to
Can
Arby's?
someone buy me a
Okay.
T-shirt that just has you going the oppressor to his Mr. Splinter doll?
That's a Splinter McDonald's toy.
If you're the head of merch and drawings, get in the comments.
All right, we're going to end our episode tonight with you all heading back and parking right in front of the apartment building. Oh, what a fun episode that was! That was awesome.
The Rat Man says to the Rat Man.
Oh
You're the
my
oppressor.
goodness. Lady Grulan, hells yes. Thank you so much for joining us. It was so much fun. Thank you so very much.
for having me.
The next few minutes are yours. Please give us your spiel, your rundown, where we can find you, what your projects you'll be working on.
Let me get my real voice back. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Hey. I don't have a deep, sexy voice. My name is Fleet Dietrich. You can find me at @Fleet_Dietrich on Twitter. I am a game designer, sometimes AP performer, all-around goofus, and New York City comedian. So give me a little ding follow. I recently released My Mother's Kitchen, which is a solo journaling game where you are a ghost trapped inside of your family cookbook that you wrote that you must now help your generations to free yourself and regain your memories.
This hits my
That was
heart so much.
So
Loved
good.
everything about what you just said.
Every
I like your
word.
pretty words there, Magic Man.
Every word.
Glinner hates it, so that's another reason to get it. Glinner thinks it's soft trash. So if you like trans people, buy this book.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'll be on sale on Itch very soon. We're in final layout phases, and it will be in some special online retailers very soon. I really don't have a lot. If you're in Brooklyn or New York City, you can find me. I post about my comedy on Fleet Dietrich at Fleet Dietrich on Instagram. I write about anime titties. I don't really know what I do anymore. I don't have a brand.
That's a
I
big
just kind of,
subject.
when people ask me to do things, I say yes.
They had me
But
at anime titties.
it's good. I actually got a one of the 3D renderers from the Cats 2019 musical to anime render a pair of 3D titties in a Santa Claus sleigh.
Stop it.
What a bunch of words you've said. The course of my life.
Why weren't we doing
I
this
hope-
the whole
I
time?
hope
Is this
you
a
all-
podcast?
I don't. It is. I'm on some sketch teams in New York. I'm taking a really quick break for COVID, I guess. So, yeah, I'll probably start that up
Wait,
soon.
are
Who
you-
knows what the fuck I'm gonna do next?
Are you
Just
on
follow me.
house teams like in any improv?
I used to be at UCB. They are no longer in New York City.
No, they are not. No, they are not. I strongly suggest going to the Magnet Theater or the Pit. Both Magnet.
Yeah.
Magnet
I
is
used to be on
top
Boogie
tier.
Manja, which is at the Pit Loft now. So I have
Nice.
a lot of friends there. Want
Awesome.
a good night of shoot comedy, Pit Loft.
Awesome.
Go see Boogie Manja.
Awesome. Oh man.
Second City's coming too, so go buy a class
Yes.
in Second City.
Yes, it is.
UCB hasn't proven they're trustworthy yet.
I would like to plug New York. It seems like all the best people live there.
Oh, sure.
Yes, we do.
Come over here. We have bad rat and rats.
Yeah, the rats are cool.
I'll do you one better. I'm on the front lines of oppression here in Florida, so I'm holding it down.
Hold it down.
All right, let's go through our cast and do our exits. So let's see. Christian, start us off, buddy.
Hey, everybody. It's your favorite Goomba New Yorker here. I had a blast. You can find me everywhere on Twitch and TikTok as A Fluffy Goomba. My name is Christian, though. Pronouns are he, him. I've been your boy, Maximilian Washington, new Primogen of Gangrel, and that still hasn't dawned on him really fully. So cool. You can find me here. Love it here. So good. So dozer. And you can find me on Sundays at Total Party Kiss, Tragic Theologian. We're back, baby.
Baby.
And now we're gonna see Malkavian. I've never encountered a Malkavian, so I'm excited to see what that's gonna be like. Apparently it's
Yes.
goofy.
No.
So I can't wait to meet that person and vibe with them.
Man, is it being played by someone, man?
Oh yeah.
Or is it you? Oh, man.
Ooh, it's exciting. I love
It's me
playing
in a wig.
Amazing.
That would be so much better.
That'd be so cool.
It's just delete like
Just
I'm the Malkavian.
Yeah.
Have
Can't
you
wait to
always
play
been a
the straight-
Malkavian?
The straight edge show Malkavian. To play the straight edge show Malkavian sounds fun. So
I know.
we'll see.
That was almost the vampire choice I did. I want madness.
All right, Robin, hit us up.
Yo, I'm Robin. I'm Robin the God. Robin the God is on some other platforms. You don't need to worry about those. I played Ambrose Windsor tonight, and I thank you for coming to watch our little show. That's it for me.
All right, Thaddeus, go for it.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I was your I play a Tremere, right?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, you did.
I've been Thaddeus Atlas, the vampire bard, looking to get that Gulan library card. We'll see you next week. Vlad.
All right, and I am your
Someone fire me.
Never. And I'm your storyteller, Dylan. You can find me here. Don't really do much else. Here we have Vampire Thursdays and Fridays, especially tomorrow is Final Fantasy Tower of Fates. We got my improv buddies. We're all getting back together, and we're doing a very fun dungeon crawl. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so come on, check us out. Other than that, we are going to raid Sir Pfeffers, so stick around and we're going to jump in, and they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, so yeah, let's do that. Ready? Bada boom. Hey, everybody. Have a good night.
Vlad.
Bye.
Bye.